Hey friends, it's Rabbi Jenny Solomon here at Beth Meyer Synagogue. On this week's Parshat Yitro, the Torah portion of the week is Yitro, named after Jethro, Moses' father-in-law. And I wanted to offer some Torah as a form of a mincha moment, a moment of pause and hopefully a little bit of wisdom and inspiration. So one of the central parts of this week's Torah portion is, of course, the giving of the 10 Commandments, Aseret HaDibrot, technically the 10 statements or sayings. In any case, it's an amazing, dramatic moment in which the entire Jewish people stood at Mount Sinai and received the 10 Commandments. And there is a beautiful midrash, a story from ancient Jewish lore, that when these 10 Commandments were given, there was a kind of deafening silence, that instead of being given in sort of speech as we know it and with a lot of noise, there was no sound at all, and no sound could be heard. Not a bird chirped, not a creature made a sound. So I'm thinking a lot about silence. I'm always thinking about silence because I've learned that my soul just yearns for it. It's so important to my own sense of spiritual well-being and just thriving. And I'm just coming back from 5 days of almost total silent retreat with the Institute for Jewish Spirituality that took place with about 70 rabbis and amazing teachers in California at Brandeis Bardin. So first, just in tremendous gratitude to my community for supporting my own spiritual growth and nourishment. And I'm just continuing to feel the reverberating impact of that period of silence, how exquisite it was for me, body and soul, and how that period of time and that experience as a whole just reminded me that as the noise on the outside gets quieter, the kol damama daka, that still small voice within, actually is amplified. And it sometimes takes going on retreat in order to amplify that still small voice. It certainly helps. But we can't always all go on retreat. We can't stay on retreat, most of us anyway. And as a Jewish people, we really, our community is built on the principles of living in community and really having both feet here in this crazy, messy, broken world. And so we can't live on retreat, as important as it is. And so I'm thinking also about the beautiful blessing that we say when somebody comes up for an aliyah to the Torah and says a blessing before and after the Torah reading. And that person or those people chant the words, the very end of the blessing, Noten Torah, that God is the giver of Torah. So while we have this incredible story within our Torah, which speaks of, among other things, this one moment in time in which the 10 Commandments, the Torah, was given to the Jewish people, we believe that God is noten, is not the one who gave, but is the giver, is giving. Noten is in present tense. The divine is always speaking to us. If only we create enough stillness and enough quiet, enough silence or near silence to hear. So I just really want to, I'm strengthening myself and inviting myself, just as I invite you, to create some quiet time. And many of you may have the practice of walking outdoors or running outdoors, or even during mundane tasks that you have, sort of taking care of your lives, whether you're emptying the dishwasher or folding laundry. And all of these are actually opportunities to turn down the noise and slow down the motion potentially, but at least to create as much quiet as is possible. And then to notice, what is your own still small voice saying to you? That too is Torah. All right, friends. Shalom. Peace.